Hi, Corinne from Novel Notions here again for another look at the WindPro series. Today we're looking at WindPro 9545, which is another hard face WindPro. You'll see here that it has the smooth jersey back. What is different about this one is that it has a grid crisscross cutout on the fleece side. I actually like this for a couple reasons. One, the cutout of the fleece actually makes it even thinner. It's really among the thinnest WindPros, hard face WindPros, which are the thinnest to begin with. But also, it's really great for pad makers because it gives sort of a grip to the fabric. So if you're using this as your back layer, it's really nice. I know that sometimes people who make hybrid fitteds have concerns that you're going to be able to see this grid through the diaper. I really have never had that be a problem. Here's some fabric. Say this was my hidden layer. The grid isn't really noticeable at all, but as I mentioned in previous videos, you can place WindPro any direction that you want. So, if you wanted the trimness of this style, but you are concerned about seeing the grid through your outer layer, you can always put the grid side down towards the inside of the diaper with the hard face jersey side facing the outer, and then you don't have that against the material. So just something to think about. So like any hard face, this is made up of polyester and spandex. The hard face is a jersey spandex face. So you're never going to have 100% polyester with hard face WindPro. Most of them are either a 97.3 or a 95.5 breakdown. This one is actually a bit more stretchy with a 91.9 breakdown. It's not so, so much different that when I'm using it, I think, oh my gosh, this is so much worse. Hard face can be slippery and stretchy no matter what, and I haven't really noticed that extra 4% of spandex is, taking me over the top. As always, when you're dealing with fabrics like that, if you are having a problem, a walking foot can help out a lot. And make sure you're using ballpoint needles anytime you're dealing with a stretched or knit fabric. So again, we have 9545. It is a hard face. It's 91 polyester, 9% spandex. It has the typical jersey face of a hard face and the fleece side, but the fleece side on this style has this cutout grid. Now the part that everyone really cares about, is the water resistance. So we're going to look at this on both sides. Try putting the water first on the fleece side, then on the jersey side. What I like to do, again, is just try to get some water to actually not roll off. And you see that the grids, I find that too with the grid, that it really helps it roll off that way, which is another reason why I don't mind facing that inside as a hidden layer. Okay, some here on the jersey side. Okay, without compression, you see that most of the water just rolls off. On the jersey side in particular, you don't even see wetness. you are left with some dampness visible on the side, the fleece side where we had the water sitting. Still hasn't gone through on this one to the jersey side, and this is like not even wet, so definitely not on the fleece side. Real life circumstances are going to mean that there is some compression involved though, so I'm just going to flip these around so I'm not hitting upon the places that were already wet. And we're going to, or I guess I'm going to, and you're going to watch me try to put some compression if I can actually get it to stay somewhere. Okay, so using my fingers, again, I recently dyed my hair, so I don't know how to use gloves properly, apparently. Excuse me for my pretty colored fingernails. I'm going to use my finger to put compression, press as hard as I can down on the water. You see that some of it does just spill off to the side. It even, look, I don't even know if you can see it, but there's a bubble there on the white that actually escaped. Like, it still wants to bubble up and escape from under me when giving compression. These are things that you don't see, you know, in Blizzard fleece from Joann's, for instance, which is why Polartec fleece is what it is. Okay, soak that in as much as I can. Let's take a look at the other side. So here we have some wetness. See if you can see it again right there. Flip it over. Dry. No wetness. So that's good. That's what we want to see. Now try it on the fleece side. Again, we'll just give it some compression, some fingers, and look, there's one of those bubbles, puddles that, you know, trying to escape. The water doesn't want to soak in, which is always a good thing, because we don't want it to soak in. But again, remember that eventually water is going to soak in. We're dealing with a water resistant, not a waterproof material. Okay, so we have that there with the fleece side with some compression. Let's check out the jersey. Looks like maybe you can start to see something coming through. Let me tap, my fingers are wet on that side, so I want to just feel. No, I don't feel any wetness at all. So no wetness on the opposite sides. Definitely passes the water resistance. Once again, this is version 9545. It has the hard face back and a crisscross grid on the fleece side. Here's a look at the thickness of that material. And clearly I have an upset baby who doesn't want to nap. So that will be all for today. Thanks.